Okay, I get them stacked up high right to my right. Let's do this. Yes, I have to reach way up there to get the first one. As a matter of fact, let's get the first two. Also, let's name this video. Maybe for this channel, I will do haul videos once a month. Since I got most of these in December, let's go a step further and call this my December Jigsaw puzzle haul. I guess that's what I'll name it when I create the thumbnail. So, I'm going to try to avoid the glare, so I'm just going to turn this lamp away just a bit. That might be enough to get rid of most of the glare. Now, as mentioned, I got two Charles Wysocki puzzles, and I'm going to keep maneuvering it until we get rid of the glare. This first one is called Timberline Jacks. Now, I love Charles Wysocki, and I think I have 20 or 25 of his puzzles. Soon, I will know how many I have because I found this puzzle app that I downloaded, and I am going to catalog every single Jigsaw puzzle I have. I have what's called a modest puzzle collection. Some have 30, some have 50, some I have like 200. The next person may have 500, 600, 1300. But my collection is big enough that I think I need to catalog it. So, Charles Wysocki, my first favorite Jigsaw puzzle artist. I actually have 3, maybe 4. Charles Wysocki, Amy Stewart, Steve Reed, and Colin Thompson. Steve Reed should be number 4. Colin Thompson, let me put them in the right order. Number 1, Charles Wysocki. Number 2, Colin Thompson. Number 3, Amy Stewart. And number 4, Steve Reed. No shame on any of those or any other puzzle designers, but those are my favorites. So I try to collect these as often as I can. Now, these 2 puzzles here, these came from Amazon and from Puzzle Warehouse. I also have 2 puzzles on order from Buffalo Games and 3 puzzles on my next order with Buffalo Games. I'll probably show you those other Wysocki puzzles and those other Jigsaw puzzles in January. But for now, we're going to talk about this one. So, when you look at this puzzle, you can see what will make this puzzle a real joy to work on. So, I sorted out the glare issue, and now I can show you the puzzle up close. Now, if you are a puzzle sorter, you will notice that you've got a little bit of sky, gray skies, and a little bit of bare trees. Boom. There's 2 areas that you can collect. I would collect them all together. But then you can start collecting all of the letters for all of the different stores in the puzzle. And if you wanted to go further, you could select the pieces for the store itself, and then the pieces for the ground. I love Charles Wysocki puzzles. If I haven't already mentioned, because I did have to pause the video, I have a lot of his puzzles, and I keep buying them and keep buying them. I'll never own them all because he has passed away and some of his puzzles are out of print. And because some of his puzzles are out of print, the price on some of these puzzles is heinous. Well, I'm sorry, high. Sorry about that. But anyway, I love these, and I'll try to get 2 or 3 of these every single month for as long as I'm working on Jigsaw puzzles. Now, this is from Puzzle Warehouse. They put a nice nasty sticker right in the middle. I do have Goo Gone, but I don't know if Goo Gone works on cardboard, so I'm kind of afraid to try to take the sticker off, but I might. So, another 1,000-piece puzzle in another Charles Wysocki. And this one, what I liked about this one is called Meats, Flowers, Hats. And you see that? Meats, Flowers, Hats. What I like about this puzzle is there are 3 houses. And actually there's a 4th one in the back. So you can sort by that. Sort this big white, oh, that's not a big white area. That's a sticker. But anyway, you can sort the 3 houses and then the one with the brick in the back and that wee bit of sky and bare trees and solve that. Now, one thing I like about both of these is for my purposes, I'm going to consider these to be winter puzzles because the leaves are gone on both trees in both puzzles. So these might get done this winter. That's going to be a hard sell because I have a lot of Charles Wysocki puzzles that I haven't done yet. Okay, the next puzzle I want to show you is called what? Simple name, Gradient. Who is it by? It's by Cloudberries. Now, what do I want to tell you about this puzzle? First of all, it's my first Cloudberries puzzle. Secondly, it won't be my last. And third, it's another gradient puzzle. Now, if you watch my completed puzzle videos or a couple of time-lapse videos that I've done, which I think I'm going to resume, you'll notice that I'm really getting into gradient puzzles. I love the idea of this gradient because it's clearly marked by color. Now, I wish I knew where my buffalo gradient puzzle was. I see one gradient behind me, but that's not the one I want to talk to you about. I'm just going to get another puzzle. When I was working on this buffalo gradient puzzle, whether I was working from one angle to the next, once you got done with that color, you weren't really done with that color, because if I was done with this yellow, then I've got like a skinny yellow strip here. Once I was done with that orange, I had a skinny orange strip here, and this puzzle took me a long time. But that could very well be because it was my first gradient puzzle. What I like about this gradient puzzle is when you're done with the color, you're going to be done with the color. So I'm very, very excited to start this puzzle. Now, Karen Puzzles here on YouTube loves Cloudberries. She speaks very highly of them. And in fact, anybody that has worked a Cloudberries puzzle has also spoken highly of them. So I'm very, very eager to solve or to complete or to build this puzzle, whichever term suits you best. Talking about gradients makes me want to talk about these next three puzzles, but especially the one on top. So I'm going to take them out of camera range and talk about the one that's on top. Okay? Speaking of gradients, right? Voila! Look at this one. It's called Gradient Moon. This is a Michezo puzzle that I got because I was on a Facebook Live and we were talking about puzzles. Duh, it was a Facebook Jigsaw puzzle live, so what do we talk about? We talk about puzzles. And they were talking about a brand that I had not heard of, which was called Michezo. Now, I didn't preface this video, but I'm going to say it now. Every puzzle you see in this video, other than that one puzzle from Puzzle Warehouse, I got via Black Friday deal or Cyber Monday deal. So when we talked about Michezo, I think it was last Sunday. So this puzzle and the other two I'm going to show you went on sale, so I was able to grab them. This is a gradient puzzle. I'm in love with gradient puzzles. In fact, I did this one recently. I have this one in my queue. So I am going to get as many gradient puzzles as I can possibly put my hands on. Enough said, right? Okay, so what do I like about this? Well, first of all, it's a round puzzle, so I get to work with round again. But also, you have the gradient feature that stands out like a charm in this puzzle. And I was on another Facebook Live last night with some Jigsaw puzzlers, and I had this on the shelf immediately behind me, and one of the gentlemen said, Robin, get that puzzle from the second shelf. Can you put that closer to the camera? So I did, like this. Where did you get that? I told him I wouldn't be surprised if he orders this post haste because this puzzle is gorgeous. Now, that's Michezo, right? Michezo, if I'm saying it correctly. I also got these two. Okay? Let's talk about this one. This light box. Why is this box so light? Well, this is called The Happiest Kid in the World. It is a portrait style jigsaw puzzles. The same size as standard 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzles, but in portrait mode. This one is all the retro video games. Even Myst, which I used to love. Games that I've never played like Zelda and then there's movies. And then there's cartoons like Dragon Ball Z. My boys used to draw Dragon Ball Z figures. There's an old-fashioned typewriter at the bottom. There's a skateboard. I have a son who's a skateboarder, even though he's in his 30s. There's the kid's bed. And then there's a bunch of movies in the box. And I'm probably I've got most of this side done, a lot of that done, and some of this done. So I'm just kind of filling this part in. But I'm not feeling my best, so I'm not going to finish this today. Maybe tomorrow, heck, maybe even Wednesday. Just a few pieces here and there, plus some diamond painting again. So there you have it. So this is The Happiest Kid in the World. Now, I want to show you something. I'm going to tell you about this other puzzle. if you look at these puzzles side by side, you can see they're the same box design. But here it says Gimosis Puzzles. So for a second, I thought it might have been an Amazon ripoff. But fortunately, when I went to the back, it says Michezo right there. So I got the right puzzles. So that's the happiest kid in the world. Like I said, with all those retro games, movies, and cartoons. This one here is a dark one. I can't wait to investigate this one. This is called Staying Up All Night. Same style as the happiest kid in the world. So this is a new brand to me. As a matter of fact, in this video, I have 2 new brands to show you. I already showed you one brand, Cloudberries. This is Michezo, and I have one more new brand. But as far as brands that I'm used to, we're going to go through those right now. Ravensburger, $7.99, people. Cyber Monday. Oh, yes. Now, this one is called Bicycles in Amsterdam. Now, I thought I had a puzzle with this style before, but I can't find it, so I bought this. Less than $8. 1,000-piece Ravensburger. A brand that I absolutely love. Very ecstatic about that. Oh, should I tell you about it? It's in Amsterdam, but what's cool about this puzzle is the sky. The bicycles are nice, but that's not what drew me to the puzzle. In fact, it wasn't even the price that drew me to the puzzle, because what I did on Amazon is I created a long wish list called Puzzles. It's a private wish list just for me to remember what puzzles I want. When Black Friday and Cyber Monday hit, I went to Amazon and I scrolled down, and every puzzle that I had previously picked out, if it were marked down, I threw it in my shopping cart. And that's why I was able to get this one. So what was my original draw to this? That sky. I cannot wait to put that sky together. Yeah, there's a little bit of reflection of the sky here in the water and this part of the sky in the water, but I want to do this puzzle simply so I can do that gorgeous sky. So I just wanted to tell you that. The next Ravensburger puzzle, and this was $6.99, and a friend of mine went and bought this puzzle. I told her about it on Thursday when we were on live last night. She says, Robin, I got it. And she sure did. This bad boy is called, I should look at the name of these because I can't see with my glasses. Planetary Vision. Planetary Vision. My first, other than the Radiant Moon. Where is it? I lost it. Oh. I've got this, which is outer space. And now I've got this one. So I haven't done anything like this before, but I can't wait to do it. I know there's going to be a lot of darkness, and these stars are going to be kind of complicated. But you know what? Challenges are what is probably 50% of my reason for wanting to do jigsaw puzzles. I do want some easy puzzles now and again, and I'll grab a 750-piece puzzle. Even sometimes I will grab a 500-piece puzzle. But what I'd rather do is challenge myself to a 1,000-piece puzzle. Down the line, though, that number's going to change. I hope. It might not. Now, there's a brand of puzzles that, can you see the brand? Can you see that S? There's a brand of puzzles that I was told if I did a puzzle like this, I would not want to do any other puzzle designer. What puzzle is it? Can I get it without dropping anything? This here is my first Schmidt puzzle. Yes, that S that you see on the side of the box is for Schmidt. Yes, I got this beautiful magical railroad puzzle, and I was very, very, very impressed. The pieces are marvelous. The pickup test works. Great puzzle. So I started looking for Schmidt puzzles. Where did I start looking for Schmidt puzzles? Mostly eBay, but also Amazon. Remember, I had created that wish list, and if anything on that wish list had been marked down for the holidays, I grabbed it. So this one was one that was marked down on Amazon. I don't remember the price, but not more than $12 or $13. And I have an idea for this puzzle. And if it works, I'll do something with this particular puzzle on this channel. And way at the bottom, by the sea. And this by the sea puzzle, fits that bill. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11 or 12 different, I think 12, different images surrounded by a white border in this By the Sea Jigsaw puzzle by Schmidt, and it's going to make it a real pleasure to do. What is next? What is next? What is next? Okay, this just came about 30 minutes ago. $19 with free shipping, and it's a Shelley Davies puzzle, and it's like an artist studio. In fact, let's find out what the name of it is. It's called Vintage Materials, okay? And because it reminded me of Colin Thompson and a little bit of Amy Stewart, but more so Colin Thompson, for $19, and for it to be a Schmidt, I grabbed it. And it has all kinds of images and textures in there. And no, you can't really sort this out, but like you could grab the paint dish, right? Or you could grab the yellow border where there's yellow. Or you could grab like this red picture frame. I don't know, but these puzzles, between taking a nap and going to bed the night of opening this puzzle, this takes less than 2 calendar days to do. I love these. So I don't know. Oh, my question was just answered. Shelley Davies does have a series. So I will go on eBay and Amazon and put all of these others in my list so that if the price gets reasonable, I will buy them. I can guarantee you that. Now, this one here is a Steve Sundrum puzzle. And this is called, I think it's Musical Cats. Cat Mania. This is called Cat Mania. Now, if it has jigsaw, if it's a jigsaw puzzle, I want it. If it's a cats and jigsaw puzzle, I want it. If it's a collage jigsaw puzzle, I really want it. And I got all three. You got these crazy cats in this video, in this jigsaw puzzle, and it's a Schmidt, which means you're going to get that nice thick cardboard like Ravensburger, very little puzzle dust, very gorgeous to work with, very, very, very good puzzle. And this is going to be so exciting. I won't do a heck of a lot of sorting when I work on this puzzle, but I don't know. I gotta eat, I have to sleep, I have to cook, I have to read my books, I have to write my book reviews, I have to make my book review videos, I'm diamond painting, and there's some TV shows I want to watch. But somehow I'm going to get to all of these puzzles. Okay? Oh, that's the end of my Schmidt puzzles. So, White Mountain. Lots of White Mountain behind you. These 3 cubes. So there's like 20 or 22 White Mountain puzzles. But I got some more. In fact, let's look at those last. I got 2 mystery puzzles from White Mountain. You see these? Now, I already did Murder at Little Piddling. This one is called The Sting of Apep, and it's a mystery puzzle. And the frames are going to be similar, but not quite the same. When you start doing this puzzle, these images are going to change, and how these images will change will depend on what the mystery is that you are solving. As you are solving the mystery, the way that this puzzle changes will help you to answer or to solve that mystery. So that's one of them. I do have 2 other Agatha Christie ones in there. Where did that red box you see up there? Agatha Christie. So that's one of them, The Mystery of Apep. And in case you're not aware, these 1,000-piece White Mountain puzzles are larger piece sizes. So if you were working on a puzzle board, you would need at least a 1,500-piece size board. At least 26 to 34 inches, because this puzzle will be bigger. So remember that in case you haven't checked out White Mountain yet. My other mystery puzzle is called Death in Paris. Shrink wrapped a lot better than that. That looks like it was shrink wrapped, unshrink wrapped, and loosely shrink wrapped, but this is in great shape. This is, again, mystery puzzle, Death in Paris, another 1,000-piece puzzle with the same idea. There'll be a little puzzle booklet in there, or at least a sheet with the mystery, and all of these images will be a little bit similar, but there'll be some distinct differences, and those distinct differences will make it so that the mystery can be solved. And I'm looking forward to that. This is the one. Murder in Little Piddling. This is the mystery that I solved. Okay? So I love the idea of doing mystery jigsaw puzzles. Put that away. Now, got 2 other White Mountain puzzles. Not just those 2 mystery puzzles. Because White Mountain for Black Friday, or could have been Cyber Monday, had buy 3, get 1 free. Now, White Mountain puzzles range around $19.99. So if you divide that into 4, then it was $15 a puzzle. For White Mountain, I don't mind paying that. This is a summer puzzle called Beach Sunset. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love cabins, cottages, little houses on the beach. Always have, always will. But what I love most of all are, can I find it? Lighthouses. I love lighthouses. Sailboats, lighthouse, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sky with a beautiful sunset. If you got the sand, you got the beach, you've got the cabana, you just have the whole 9 yards. You even have a little doggy. Isn't that a little doggy? Yeah, you even have a little doggy. So that's a summer puzzle, but I had to get it, because it was buy 3, get 1 free. Now, remember I said I love cats? I love jigsaw puzzles. I like messy. Did I say I like messy puzzles? If not, I'm telling you right now I do. This is very similar to a buffalo puzzle that I did just a week and a half ago. But I made sure that the image is different enough that it will be a joy to work on. And what makes this puzzle different, and by the way, this is called Puzzle Cats, is that the puzzle board that they're working on in this puzzle is green felt. So although some of the features were a bit similar to that one, I want to see if it's Steve Reed. No, this is Joel McIntyre. And the other one was this is David McLean, and this is Joel McIntyre. Okay, so I made sure the puzzle was different enough, even though I just did 2 jigsaw puzzle cat puzzles. Oh, I said that without stumbling. So that is one that I'm looking forward to. Now, we're at the tail end of this video for something that I have been holding my breath for, and that is these 4 puzzles here. I'm going to lift them up and block my face, but I just want to show you. Oh, ta-da! Okay, enough magic. Okay, so what are these? These are my first 4 Eeboo jigsaw puzzles. They were marked down at 50% off. I'm glad that I bought these 4, but I'm disappointed that I didn't buy more because they're back up to $21.99. I got them for $10.99. And they're all location-based. This one I'm going to show you first is Paris in a Day. And remember, they're all location-based, so all your scenes are from Paris. This is a rectangular puzzle. I assume that it's rectangular portrait. As a matter of fact, I just glanced at the back. So it is rectangular portrait. I don't know much about the Eeboo brand other than hearing it on different channels and seeing people that have solved these puzzles on different Facebook groups. And the fact that it was marked at 50% off. And I didn't really do a lot of shopping for these. I had them in my wish list already. My private jigsaw puzzle wish list was already there. So with them being on sale, I grabbed 4. Next time they go on sale, I'll grab more. I grabbed 4, but I'll grab more. So, this is Paris in a Day. Beautiful puzzle. Look at that puzzle. Just take a look at it. Can you see all the different facets? Can you see why solving this puzzle should be relatively simple? You've got the reddish building, you got the yellow one, you got the blue sky, you got the Eiffel Tower, you've got a lot of yellow there, you got a little stand. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful puzzle. Now, the next 3 puzzles, I'm going to show you the back first, are square puzzles. This will be my first time doing square puzzles. So the next 3 puzzles I got from Eeboo, like I said, they're square. And as I already mentioned, they're all location-based. This one is English Cottage. Now, I love cottages. I love buildings. I love scenery. I love landscape scenery. So to choose a cottage puzzle, as you saw that sunset cottage puzzle I just showed you from White Mountain, I love cottages. So as a matter of fact, when I used to color a lot, Eri, a Japanese illustrator, a Japanese artist, most of the houses in her books or in Hannah Basford's books I've colored because I love cottages. So that's this one here, English cottage, and mentioned. I'm curious about something. What does this mean? Artist playlists included. I didn't notice that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Now, remember I said that these are square puzzles. They're 23 by 23. Now, I want to give you an example of a typical 1,000 piece puzzle is 26.75 by 19.75. So if this is 23 by 23 and this is 19 by 75, then that square is going to be rather sizable. So that's just to compare that. It's going to be a sizable square. So I cannot wait to do this one. And again, this is called English Cottage. 2 more and we'll be done. This one here is London Life. Okay, I'm already at an English Cottage. Now let's go to the city. Look at this one. Another square puzzle. Like I said, these last 3 are square puzzles. They do show you the puzzle piece. And all 4 of these say artist playlist included with, that's a sticker. So I don't know what that's all about, but I guess I'll find out. I didn't notice that when I was choosing these. So this is London proper, and I have been to London. I've seen the Big Ben. I've been on the bus. I've been on the train. And I haven't been to a lot of these other locations, but there it is. Okay? Isn't that beautiful? That'll be so much fun separating and working. Look at the way they made these birds, though. Birds are huge. Cartoonish-like. The whole puzzle is cartoonish-like, but I love it. Speaking of cartoon, I have it. My first cartoon puzzle coming from Buffalo, if it ever comes. My last puzzle for this video is Copenhagen. Look at that. Look at this puzzle. I cannot wait to do this puzzle. I love sky, so I'm definitely doing the sky first. Then I'll do these houses. Maybe I'll work from the top down. I don't know. I might even put this one to the top of my list. I've got to see what this artist playlist is. So if you know what that artist playlist is before I get to these puzzles, can you let me know in the comments below? So there you have it, Copenhagen. And like I said, the only disappointment I have so far with these is that I didn't buy at least 8. I should have bought 8. That would have been smarter than buying 4. But I got 4, and it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. And just to give you an idea, there's a little story on the back. But the Copenhagen puzzle says, Copenhagen beckons you with castles and a palace too. Stroll past canals you're bound to like. The lovely parks, jump on a bike. Hungry? Then it's time to hunt for cafes on the waterfront. Eat smorgasbord. Pull up a chair. This puzzle almost takes you there. Let's see if there's any other poems. Yes. Our London poem says, don't worry if rain should fall on old Big Ben, Grand St. Paul's. London goes about its day as double-deckers speed away. A cup of tea? Why don't you stay? This puzzle's for a rainy day. More featured in these puzzles than I was aware of. Want to see what English Cottage's poem is? Hear the birds, you're welcome here. The garden's green, the sky is blue. Let your troubles disappear. A puzzle waits for you to do. There's soup inside, go have a taste. Delicious is as last piece placed. Last but not least, which was the first of the batch for the English for Paris in a day. Can't fly to France? Please don't despair. This puzzle helps to take you there. Invite a friend, explore the sights. No worries, you won't miss your flight. The Eiffel Tower, a small cafe. Can you do Paris in a day? Can I do Paris in one day? Hey, we'll find out. So, that's all the puzzles that I have to show you. Now I'm going to find a place for them on this existing shelf. Yes, I am getting another IKEA shelf to go on top of this to go higher. But for now, I'm going to make room for these puzzles. And I'm going to get back to my Michezo puzzle, which is staying up all night? No, the happiest kid in the world. Yeah, this is the one that I'm working on right now. So I'm going to get back to this one. And I want to thank you for watching and have a great, great evening. Bye-bye.